Hey Gemini, how's it going? This is Charlotte of Aroma Oracles. I'm here to do your reading for the week of July 1st through the 7th. I am so glad that you are here. I'm going to throw one of these cards. It'll make sense in the end, so we'll kind of keep it face down. Let's see what we have for Gemini. All right. That'll make sense in the end. So I'm glad you're here. Again, I'm Charlotte with Aroma Oracles. I'm going to start with a little of my bliss mix. This is what it looks like. You can get it in a spray bottle or a roller bottle. And then I have some little small, excuse me, small little 3 ml roller bottles. This is my little bottle. Bliss mix. It's a great blend. It's really grounding. And this time I welcome all of Gemini's angels, spirits, guides, and committee to be present with us as we receive any messages that you feel that Gemini needs to hear at this time. I also welcome all of my angels, spirits, guides, and committee to be present with us as I have the privilege of being a conduit today for Gemini. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's see what's going on here for Gemini. All right. Angel, spirits, guides, what's going on with Gemini right now? What's happening? Okay. Messages from Spirit for Gemini today. Messages from Spirit. Thank you. And then any guidance that you may have. Okay. Anything else? Oh, upside down here. Anything else for Gemini, please? Okay, that's it. All righty. Let's see what's going on here. So, got a lot of cards that kind of fell out here. You got a lot going on, Gemini, huh? Let's see. So a lot of times when it's a lot of cards like this, it's kind of like the same thing, just in different ways of explaining it. So I guess first and foremost, this is to remind you that you are constantly being watched by your angels, your guides, higher source. They're totally hanging out with you. We're not alone, straddling between worlds. So this could be either your physical world and the spirit world, or this could be between jobs or different personalities of what's going on. Gemini, you're tricky like that. My father was a Gemini, so it's kind of cool. Anyway, so Gemini, it looks like you're straddling two worlds, wandering between the realms. So that could be, whatever you're doing between work and your personal life. It could be between physical and your spiritual world. You're straddling between two different ideas, two different things going on for you. It's definitely time to be doing a lot of rest and renewal. Hang out in your garden. This is really nice. There's some transformation that's going on for you right now. Radical acceptance. So I'm feeling maybe things have not been going the way that you think that they were supposed to go, but things are happening still just the same. So it's kind of like taking that radical acceptance of what's going on. It's definitely written in the stars. This is part of your contract of why you're even here. Nothing is done in vain. Refusal of the call. So the dream thief. There's lots of colorful, shiny things here. Kind of gets you a little distracted about what's going on in your life. Maybe there's a lot of outside chatter. Maybe that's why you're wandering between two different ideas going on. There could be like, well, I really want to do this, but I know if I do this, everybody else is going to be happier if I do it this way, or vice versa, or something like that. But it kind of brings up a lot of, static and what's going on, and it kind of takes you away from what you really want in your higher self as well. In those times of confusion, it's really important to get the lay of the land. You have a lot of ancestral wisdom. My light's kind of going in and out here, so you can see that there. All right, so ancestral wisdom. Sometimes we just got to get the lay of the land. When there's a lot of static going on, we have to get a bird's eye view and kind of see what's going on. Source is always shining on you. So you're not alone. That was like the first card that came out. You know, you have your watchers that are hanging out with you, taking care of you, guiding you, giving you those little nudges and sending you little breadcrumbs and ideas and that sort of stuff. Luck and timing. So hang out, hang in there. I mean, I think things are working out in your favor. Maybe it's just not happening as fast as you'd like it to be. So really just hang in there. It's all in the timing. That was a great play, by the way. That was a sidebar. Okay. So that's kind of what seems to be going on with you right now. Seems like there's a lot of different points of view, maybe some different ideas. There's lots of ideas and it kind of gets confusing. Seems like some of you are stepping into maybe making a change, making a move, maybe. Source is definitely telling you to have confidence in your magic. Step into your gifts. Can you see that right? Step into your gifts. What are your gifts that you have? What are your services that you give to the world? What is your ish? What is that? Your ness. That's what I meant to say, like your ness. So have confidence in using that. You have a lot of wisdom within you. I'm going to throw some clarity cards around that. So confidence to use your magic. Confidence in your magic. There's that comparison card. So straddling the two worlds, comparison. So do you want to do plan A, plan B? Which one is it going to be? Maybe you're kind of just figuring that out and what's going on in existence. This is kind of nice. This is kind of a reminder of who you are. You have all the wisdom of the world right there. The answers are already in there. Mortality. So I'm hearing what's kind of coming in is that no matter what you choose is going to be the right answer. You really can't mess it up. I think there's maybe an idea of what's going on with you, maybe like, well, I don't know if I should do this. You know, you kind of have these belief systems that are going on in your head, and you don't want to really mess it up. So you're doing a lot of comparing, writing down the pros and cons and that sort of thing. And that's a great thing to do. So I'm hearing, though, is again, have confidence in using your magic. So really tap into your knowing, your higher knowing. Like, you know when things are good for you, and you know when you're making a decision that maybe not be the best for you. So really tap into that and have the awareness when you're choosing. That I'm hearing that. Just have the awareness of when you're choosing. Be sure to be conscious when you choose what you choose. There's definitely lots of opportunities here. There's lots of choices and consequences. Wow, that's kind of weird that I just said that. Be conscious of what you're choosing. But there's a feast of plenty. So it feels like there's a lot of different opportunities, a lot of different things that are coming onto your plate. And it's really like, what's the decision that you're going to make? Do I do this so that I can have this? Or do I do this so that I can have this? It's kind of like a lot of different ideas and different opportunities that are going. So be conscious of your decision. There's a feast of plenty of what's going on, and there's choices and there are consequences. When we hear the word consequences, we think of like, there's going to be consequences to pay, but there could be good consequences too. So, you know, you exercise every day and you have a healthier body, those sort of things. What's really beautiful about this card is that it has all this insight and wisdom and strength that's going on. And I don't know if you can see this little bumblebee, this bee on here. In Native American culture, bee represents service. So what is your service that you have to offer to the world? There's definitely bounty and abundance that's going on here too. So again, I really don't think that whatever choice you choose is not going to be the wrong choice. You know what I mean? It'll be just a different path. One path or the other path. It's not right or wrong or anything, good, bad, any of that decision. I mean, it's I think whatever you decide is going to be the right thing. So I'm not sure what's going on with you or what you're trying to create, but it feels like it's a time for you to really step into your knowing, stepping into your heart space and your higher self, and really tapping into that knowing and making decisions from that space instead of the space of maybe influence. There it is, I said it. Okay, so with that being said, that was kind of a mouthful. Let's just throw, let's see, let's throw these cards. I have like a whole bunch of cards over here, and I just have them see who wants to come out and play. See what's kind of calling. So let's try this. Any other messages for Gemini, please? Angels, spirits, guides, please. Any other messages? Thank you. Merkaba activation. Wow. Transcendence, ascension, and you are rising up. Wow. So you are definitely leveling up. How beautiful is that card? Let's see if you can. No. My lighting is a little off. Oops. How's that? Can you see it there? There you go. Merkaba activation. That's pretty awesome. Merkaba is this geometrical shape, sacred geometry. It's pretty awesome. We got another card here too. Shambhala initiations. Wow, retreating to recharge, trusting the process of Dharma. So yeah, Gemini, it seems like you're stepping into a new adventure. And it doesn't mean that it has to be like a dramatic adventure, but stepping into something new. Really getting quiet and finding your inner clarity. It's what it feels like to me. Like you're really stepping into this, the Magician's Sword, confidence to use your magic. You're really stepping into your inner knowing and trusting it. That's the big one, trusting it, feeling the difference. I tell a lot of my clients, like, imagine your most spectacular day. Those that have heard this, just stand by. I know a lot of my clients hear it. I tell all of my clients this. So imagine your most spectacular day, best day ever, the very best day. Get it in your system. Oh, what does it feel like? That day was like amazing. Now get that feeling inside your body. And now imagine you ended the day at the beach. You got to watch the sunset. It was just like the most spectacular day ever. Feel that feeling, feel that vibration, feel that frequency. Get that in your body. Now, I want you to imagine that you're standing in this dark alley, you're in another country, there's a stranger down at the end of the way, you don't know what this person's going to do, you're standing next to a dumpster and there's rotting meat and vegetables and it's stinky and it's gross and it's about to rain and the sun's going down, you're just wanting to get back to your hotel and you have no idea how you're going to get there. It's not a good feeling, right? So that's kind of the difference. So when you're making the decisions, you know, either you're coming from a fear-based place or a paradigm. You know, we have paradigms that are like programmed to us. We take on these belief systems and they don't always resonate with us. And it feels like you're standing next to that dumpster or you're in some alley or there's just a different frequency that resonates with inside of our bodies when we're not really coming from our higher self. Because when we're coming from our higher selves, it might not be like the most spectacular situation, but we know when we know. And you're going to have that feeling, that vibration, and that frequency. So definitely step into that space and have confidence in knowing your truth. If you're uncertain, simply ask. That's all you need to do is simply ask. Am I coming from a space, is the voice that's talking to me or the intuition that's coming to me, is this from my higher self? Is this from my Christ conscious self, my heart center? Is this coming from that? Or is it coming from a fear or a discomfort or somebody else's belief system? You got to feel the difference. So with that being said, I don't need to go down that big tangent, but just feel into it and have that confidence in knowing your higher self, your God self, your truth. You know that you know when you know. And I'm sure you know what I'm saying. So anyway, I hope that you're having a great day. I'm going to throw this last card that we picked in the very beginning, and that usually sums up the whole entire reading. Let's see. Acceptance. Wow. Can you see that card? There you go. Acceptance. Accepting of yourself, accepting of others, accepting of situations. It doesn't necessarily you need to agree, but accepting and just allow. Simply allow. That is a really good one. Simply allow. So acceptance. What a beautiful card. Beautiful reading. I'm going to throw one of these cards. These cards are last message for Gemini, please. Last message for Gemini. So these cards are open-ended questions. You don't need to answer it right now. It's really just to keep your energy activated. Through the week, you can simply write this down and ask yourself, and maybe it'll jog something or give you some insight, some self-awareness or something, or maybe not at all, but hopefully it activates, keeps you activated. All right, let's see. Gemini. What do we got for Gemini? Okay, here we go. You are the joy seeker. And here's the question for you to stay activated. What little victories can you celebrate? That's beautiful. What little victories can you celebrate? Not sure why that's not focusing in. It's a beautiful one. It's got the phases of the moon, reflection. That's beautiful. All right, Gemini. Feels good. I hope that you have a wonderful week. Again, I'm Charlotte with Aroma Oracles, and I hope that all goes well, and I will see you next time. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Take care. Oops.